crib like I love Lucy, can't say shit to me. Respect me like Hove, girl, I got a blueprint. I'm telling my bitches come over. I think that I'm ready for closure. Baby, I'm trying to get to know ya. Why these niggas be push up on ya? I fucked it up, I don't give a fuck. But anyways, what's happening? Big Cat Beats in this thing. We're here to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the lovey-dovey, the kiss, the Bristol Brown. I'm here to talk about all that. So apparently a Chris Brown gets lawsuit from alleged assault dismissed, but there's a catch. I believe this is the assault that happened in the UK when they said he assaulted her. There's some shit like a year or two ago that they had to talk about. And I've been saying, hey, listen, Chris Brown and bottles, your own risk. When it's like when Lil Reese say sneak this and bad for your health, Chris Brown and bottles is bad for your health. You leave that nigga alone. I ain't go. That's one. Listen. You can say what you want about that nigga. He has a bad rap. I am never in my life, I don't give a fuck, an athletic nigga like that. I seen that nigga do 27 backflips and start doing gang signs. The nigga was not winded. I'm not fighting a nigga like that. He got it. I'm okay, bro. I'm not doing all that. Leave the machismo and bravado at home at that point in his life or death. I still remember when him and Quavo had their little issues over Karuchi, and the way this nigga was laying on the car when Quavo was approaching him like he was taking a nap. This nigga is ready for everything. This nigga said, I will fall asleep. Get the first set. You ain't gonna do nothing. But let's get into this and let's talk about this. If I sat here and talked about the lore of Chris Brown, by the way, all the niggas with the last name Brown be on some bullshit. Hey, James Brown, if you don't know, hey, that nigga. Anyways, let's just get into it. So Chris Brown is getting a big break in his current legal precedent amid the success of his Breezy Bowl XX tour. Chris Brown has had a lot of legal trouble throughout his career, whether that's for more controversial or unfortunate reasons. However, when it comes to recent accusations against him about an alleged assault at a London nightclub, it seems like he's one step closer to leaving that in the past, in part. According to TMZ, Breezy's accuser, Abe Dow, I don't know how to say your last name. If I'm mispronouncing it, my bad. I'm going to just call you Honest Abe. A music producer recently filed documents asking a Los Angeles County judge to dismiss his lawsuit against the singer. Did they settle out of court? It could have been a situation like that. For those unaware, Abe previously accused Brown in 2023 of allegedly hitting him with a bottle of tequila at London's Tape nightclub. So it's a bottle, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Just bring that nigga cups, plastic cups. Niggas be giving that nigga bottles. And you see what happened. Anyways, it seems like both parties have reached a settlement in that matter. See, like I said, per reported court documents, the producer wants the court to dismiss his lawsuit with prejudice, preventing a potential refile and suggesting a settlement came into play. At press time, no concrete information exists concerning the terms of a presumed settlement. In addition, the accusations against Chris Brown allege that he ruthlessly stomped on Abe after allegedly hitting him with a tequila bottle 3 times. We will see if or when the judge approves of the dismissal. So you may be wondering, what is the catch? Well, this civil contention seems to be on its way to full resolution. Chris Brown's criminal case over this alleged incident remains open. You may remember how authorities in the United Kingdom arrested him earlier this year, shortly after arriving in the country ahead of his Breezy Bowl World Tour. Furthermore, prosecutors reportedly charged the Virginia native with assault and possession of a weapon following a controversial denial of bail. He eventually secured this bond and pled not guilty in court. Brown will still be able to tour as normal, but it's been a pretty massive success so far across Europe. However, he must comply with all court dates in the UK along with other considerations. With all this in mind, CB is not out of the woods yet when it comes to his alleged assault. We'll see in due time how this criminal case proceeds, and whether or not we will get more information about the civil developments. See, that's the thing with these civil cases. Even like as we see with the, who was it? Was it the ASAP Rocky? Yeah. Barry was doing like a civil court case about it. As soon as the criminal thing ended, he's like, I'm gonna do a civil court case about it. Yeah, you could file in a civil court as well as like a criminal court case for certain shit like that. It just depends. So yeah, you could win the federal one or the criminal one, but yeah, in the civil court of law, hey, the other motherfucker might win. So it just depends exactly what goes on or what happens with the little situation or whatever. But I think in the civil case, you might not get arrested or locked up. I don't know exactly how it works. But anyways, with that being said, though, we'll see what happens. And hey, if y'all been going to the tour, have you been enjoying it? I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I know girls love Chris Brown. They be doing the poses and shit. They be getting their money's worth and all that shit. But nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. If I had a girl, bro, I might look at her away. Cause if you doing all that with Chris Brown, I can go to the SZA show and mind my business. I can go to the Shansia show and mind my business. Never let Shansia have a meet and greet like that. I might have to pay for that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I just want a little picture. Unless, like, bro, she gonna give me a lap dance and sitting, then at that point, it is what it is. So I ain't mad. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. You hear me? But anyways, with that being said, we gonna see what happens with this. Of course, it's Briss. I'm never, like, listen, Chris Brown has done some shit in his career that I don't condone. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this and that and this. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But we're gonna see exactly what happens. Besides that, hey, you already know what it is. Friendly Neighborhood K.A.Vuitton out for today. Shlime Zoom, peace, y'all, gang. Alright.